Hi, this is Manoj from Fin Business. Welcome to our show. Today we have with us Mr. Sriram Naganathan. He's a president and the head of digital innovation at Videocon Liberty General Insurance. Welcome, Sriram.
Thank you.
So, Sriram, you have now you've been upgraded to head of digital innovation. So, let's talk on digital innovation today.
Okay.
Give us examples of digital innovation. Rather than theory, give us 2-3 examples. What is digital innovation at your end? So we get some perspective. Then we can try to delve deeper.
When we kind of, around a couple of years back started looking at digital, we actually, scanned the market, clearly, learned a lot from parallel industries. So obviously retail had already taken a big jump onto digital. So we looked at what they had done. We looked at banking, obviously, they had gotten into digital in a lot more serious way. In insurance, those were earlier days, and we learned a lot from them. We met a lot of insurtechs, on the field. We spoke to a lot of VC players who are actually funding, insurtechs, and that kind of helped us, form up our thoughts around, digital. So at the end of all of this, we had around, a bank of around 30 odd ideas, loosely based around digital, which we took back to the board and the senior management.
30 ideas.
Around 30 odd.
Around 30, okay.
So, and then, we kind of shortlisted that and brought that to around 10. 7 of them were really, facing the customer or the partner. One was a digital sales assistant. So, like you have the Siri on our phone, which kind of, helps us with our day-to-day planning and tasks. So, there was this, insurtech who had actually got up an idea of, a digital sales assistant for the sales manager on the field. So that was something that we experimented with. We really, revamped our entire customer portal with the help of one of the new age insurtechs, where we completely, rethought our go-to-market on the customer portal and revamped the entire customer portal using design thinking principles. On an efficiency side, again, we have started building bots. Clearly, a lot of manual tasks which are done on the back end. So we try to automate them using bots. And we have met with some pretty decent results in the initial days. So these are some of the examples of some of the digital experiments that we did.
One of the trends that we see in innovation in the financial sector, and particularly in banks, is that banks are pushing their employees, their internal resources to come up with lots of ideas. Is that kind of happening in your organization? Are employees within have some enthusiastic ideas?
Oh, absolutely. In fact, Liberty Mutual has been a pioneer. Even our parent, even in the US, they have been a pioneer in the innovation space. We in fact run a lab, in the US. It's called Solaria Labs. We are headquartered of Boston, and it's very near MIT. And the whole idea of starting this lab was to see how we can be closer to the market and see how we can build innovative solutions which are relevant from an end consumer perspective. So clearly that's been something which has got imbibed into our Indian organization as well, and we kind of started off doing things around with this as a basis. But clearly things have come along well. We have been able to do a lot of experiments of late. And we are continuing to stay invested in this.
So another interesting perspective, challenging perspective. One is you to serve your existing customers more efficiently and make them feel better. But insurance always has this problem that it is under-penetrated. Do you see innovations happening in that area in your organization or in other insurance companies within the country that will actually deepen penetration? I keep reading about millions of two-wheelers not being insured, maybe hundreds and thousands of four-wheelers not being insured. A huge population of the country does not have health insurance. So there are huge challenges for insurance to actually penetrate. You see innovation doing something here?
Absolutely. So, I'll take a few examples on this. Clearly, we see this happening at a very rapid pace. So, if you talk about innovation on the front end, clearly, the end consumer facing stuff and the end partner facing stuff is very important. But, we've actually, listened to customers. We've, commissioned researchers where we actually, have tried to understand it a little more. One of the key issues that we have is we don't have personalized offerings. we have a very set of standard offerings which everybody offers in the market, and it's primarily been a pricing game.
Yes.
We probably have underestimated the customer's demand to the extent that we have kind of seen through a very narrow lens of our customers in India are very price conscious. So that's always been the traditional focus. But clearly a lot more room available for personalization and for building products which are more in tune with what the customers expect. So micro insurance as a complete offering, I feel is going to take off in the days to come. So, and when I say micro insurance, again, this is not referring to the rural kind of insurance. Micro insurance is really breaking down the covers to a very small, very specific level. So instead of having generic policies, we kind of start building covers which are very specific to what an end consumer wants.
Yes, that sounds that potential customers would be more interested.
Absolutely, and this can lead to a lot of innovation around products. And obviously, this would also necessitate that, the technology behind supports this kind of stuff. Because you need to be able to almost hyper-personalize products.
Okay.
And the current technologies really, are not suited for this kind of a thing. So, we need to be innovative about, how we kind of deliver these products to the market.
Would these micro-personalized products, could they be developed completely in-house, or would you need to partner with certain kind of organizations to develop these products? Or partner with consumers to co-develop such products?
Absolutely. So affinity is a very big channel in India. Banks is a classic example. In fact, we have so many insurers who have actually promoted by banks. Yes. So clearly, in affinity, the requirements do come from the partners. So there is a lot of room for co-building products, with partners, with affinity partners. But ideas, again, innovation also happens from the field. So we're also seeing very interesting developments where there are small insurtech players who are actually coming up with some innovative ideas, not just on the tech front, but also around the product proposition.
Okay.
So these are interesting days, and we can't leave out some of these interesting thoughts too.
It's good to know that insurance has some very positive outlook for the days to come.
Absolutely.
So that the consumers and citizens can grapple with the uncertainties in them. Thank you, Sriram, for these insights, and wish you all the best in the journey of innovation. Thank you for watching FinBusiness.